That's 10 seconds. There's 20 seconds. Okay. Hey. Welcome to the program. Attorney Camden is with us today. We're going to talk about real estate and trusts and the Constitution and things that I'm interested in. Not that I'm not interested in that stuff. I am interested in all that stuff. But it didn't sound right, did it?
You're fine.
Do the intro that my boy hates.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our podcast. Another great episode is on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts and join Stephen and Jim as they talk about everything under the sun and have a whole lot of fun.
All right.
News, sports, movies.
It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Pop culture, and puppies.
You love puppies.
It's the Watch Talk Radio podcast.
Yes, welcome to the Watch Talk Radio podcast. I wanted to wish Jim a happy birthday. He just celebrated his birthday. Did I say how old he is? 32 years old. I know he's an old guy now. And that was on Thursday, I believe, the 12th. And I know he went to the football game last night. I'm sure he's disgusted like the rest of us. Jim gets a little emotional. My brother used to be like that too. He would, and then when Jimmy started being like that, my brother would say, "Calm down." That's what you were always saying. Welcome to the program, Attorney Camden. Happy to have you here with us.
Yeah, good to be back again. Thanks for the invite.
I'd love to have you back. We had such a great time last time. We could do that again. So
undoubtedly. I was listening to a podcast of Tony Kornheiser earlier today, and they were joking that if these Thursday night football games keep up the way they've been, that Al Michaels is just going to retire. He just can't deal with these baseball scores for a game.
I will actually, absolutely right. It's like, and I remember someone pointed that out last night. Isn't that like, Josh? Isn't that Amazon Prime now? Man,
and they're paying a lot per game to have crap right now.
It is crap, and the Thursday night games were always kind of crap. It was always kind of,
it was always contrived. I mean, that's like the Tuesday night game or the Wednesday night college football games. It's just unnatural to expect to watch football on Wednesday night, particularly college. But it's all about the revenue. I get it.
Yeah, I get it too. So let's start the show right away so we can get Attorney Camden up on his way, because I know he's got a lot of important things to do. I, on the other hand, do not. Let's go.
Welcome to the Trust Radio Network. Join your host, Attorney Stephen A. Leahy, every Saturday night at 7, right here on AM 560, as he engages in conversation with some of the most trusted professionals in all of Chicagoland. Enjoy interviews with local professionals dedicated to providing the very best products and services. Learn who they are, what they do, and most importantly, why they do it. Take a step inside the minds of some of Chicagoland's most successful business leaders and learn all there is to know every Saturday night at 7 on the Trust Radio Network. Now, here's your host, Attorney Stephen A. Leahy.
Hey, welcome to the program. I want to welcome Joliet Josh, our technical producer. We were talking a little football before we started the show. I'm a little sad. Anyway, we will move on from that. Remember, the show is sponsored by the Law Office of Stephen A. Leahy, PC, and Open Tax Advocates. Open Tax Advocates helps business professionals, actually business owners, solve their IRS troubles forever. We help them with audits and levies, liens and garnishments, collections, unfiled tax returns, tax planning, tax compliance, anything to do with taxes, and as a business owner, there's lots to know, and we help people in that regard. So go to ChicagoTaxTeam.com or and call me at 312-664-6649. We're always happy to help. We are this is the Trust Radio Network, where you're going to learn everything there is to know, all things there are to know. I know it's a tall order, but we introduce you to trusted professionals, people you can trust when you're making important decisions. And as you may have noticed, we interview a lot of attorneys. I like attorneys. I really do. I think they have interesting, not only their interesting jobs, but especially many of our attorneys run their own business, and I'd like to talk to them about that too. Today, we're joined, I should say rejoined, because Attorney Camden's been on the show before, is Attorney Kevin Camden. I misspelled his name. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Steve.
Welcome to the program, sir. How are you today?
Doing very well. Good to be back.
Good. I'm so happy that you can join us. Again, we had such a fun time last time. I thought we would double up on it. So thanks so much. First let's talk about what you do so people know, what kind of law you practice and the people that you help. Tell us a little bit about your practice.
Sure. We're principally focused in real estate, both residential and commercial, as well as probate and estate planning. We tend to be more transactional based. We offer some business advising, entity formation, those sorts of things. And in a prior life, which we'll touch upon perhaps in the constitutional segment, we did a lot of employment law, so we do that for our existing clients as well. But predominantly provide security in real estate and probate.
I wanted to talk a little bit because, of course, we help people with entity formation and things like that also. And maybe we could talk a little bit about that and how important that is to companies. Because I think so many companies, some people start their own company without really, a lot of times they don't even know that they're going to do this for a living, right? It's kind of a hobby and it turns into something and they're not prepared. So let's talk a little bit about entity formation and why it's important for businesses. I think it's critical myself.
I do think it's critical, and I think it takes more than unfortunately what I experience with some of my clients. They just get a wild hair and they either set it up themselves, which certainly you can do in the state of Illinois online. But that's only the tip of the iceberg, right? And the saying goes, another one of my favorites is when a client will call and say, "Oh, my accountant set up my LLC." Well, that's awesome because we both know that the accountant did draft an operating agreement. The accountant's not doing the annual minutes or other things that need to be done, and that's really. I come at this from trying to educate clients. The principal reason you want to have either a corporation or an LLC, a limited liability corporation, is to provide the vehicle that you're going to use to do whatever it is, making widgets, selling widgets, however that you're going to use it. But more importantly, to provide a liability shield. And the liability inevitably is lost because I'm not exaggerating when I say seemingly 8 out of 10 clients that come in to talk about their business, they don't follow the required formality. They don't have an annual meeting. They don't keep minutes. They don't do things so that they can preserve that element of a liability shield. And we often see them when they come in for estate planning work, and it becomes a question of, well, what's going to happen when you're no longer able or you want to sell, retire, whatever the case may be. And here's a spoiler alert. For those of us, Steve, you and I know you boys, at least one of us, is chasing down being a lawyer. My kids aren't going to be lawyers if I'm lucky. You have two boys. I didn't know if both were. I couldn't remember. The spoiler alert is kids don't necessarily want mom and dad to do this. And sometimes it's hard for mom and dad or dad to understand. And then it's a question of, well, now what do you do? And I'm dealing with a couple of business sales right now where the client have had long-standing businesses successful to their credit. But, one of the things if you're going to go to sell your business, any competent attorney or tax professional is going to ask you is, let's see your corporate record. Well, in two circumstances, my client has exactly no corporate record other than the nominal annual filing that they do with the Secretary of State. So we've got to go through and help them redraft some things there. That's typically what we run into. Do I think it makes sense? Sure. And I think it depends on we set up series LLCs pretty routinely for our real estate investor clients. For those that may not be aware that Illinois is the state that allows you to set up one LLC as what I refer to as the master. So it would be Steve Leahy 123 Main Street. And then you can, instead of starting a new LLC for each project or perhaps even each business, you can issue up to 9 more. So for a total of 10 in the series, individual LLCs. A lot of real estate folks do this, and you may have even seen it, for example, on a deed, it would say, 123 Main Street LLC number 6 or number 2. A lot of our real estate folks like that. There's some tax advantages. I don't offer any tax advice. That's your world, Steve, but there's some significant benefits to being incorporated. And I think it's worth exploring those as well. But for me, it's that constant reminder to our folks, hey, when we serve as a registered agent, we're going to have your annual meeting. We're going to talk about all the things that we did to make sure that they're appropriately memorialized. So that, God forbid, if you get into a circumstance where you're ever being challenged legally, you've got the ability to step back and here's the formality. We did everything the right way.
And of course, it is about formality, and that's what I think. As you pointed out, I'm in the same boat in that so many people come to see me. Their accountant set something up for them, and whether they never really ask the right questions. In my mind, my big thing about businesses is to get them to first treat your business as a business. So some people like to intermingle their accounts, something that you shouldn't do. And secondly, to get your deductions and your business deductions off your personal tax return. And I just wanted to mention that now because to me that's very important because especially now with the doubling of the IRS, I've been through audits with people who do Schedule C's. Schedule C is where you deduct if you're a sole proprietor. You deduct all your business expenses. And I've seen the IRS disallow everything because it's on your personal tax return for that reason only. Right. And it's just so again, I think if you're going to run a business, you should probably do it the way you should probably go in. It's a serious matter, don't you agree?
I absolutely agree. And it is form over substance. Folks would say, well, why do we have to do this? And we go back to the education component and say, because without taking minutes, without having an annual meeting, without, for example, having a resolution that says you could enter into that 10-year lease for your office space, if you're ever challenged, be it in your world by the IRS, be it by other members or participants in the LLC or the corporation, you've got the backup to say, no, this was all above board and done appropriately. Because otherwise, and I'm sure you've had clients where this has come up, when you fail to follow, aside from the liability, then the IRS is just going to look at it like it's your personal piggy bank and It's no longer going to be a business. Exactly.
Tell people how they can find you, Attorney Camden.
Find us on the web at CamdenLawOffice.com, or you can give us a ring, and my lovely paralegals will be happy to talk with you at 630-568-6656, 630-568-6656.
Well, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to come back with Attorney Camden. I'm going to talk to him about marketing because it's so important in every business. So we're going to take a break. Join us on the other side on AM 560, The Answer. I didn't. That went away. That I was very. I I learned a lot. I like that.
Yeah, I can't tell you it's just ironic that literally we have 2 files right now where all the stuff that I just said every business owner should do, these guys have fabulously successful businesses, but they have nothing to substantiate what they've done. In one circumstance, it's like 20 years.
Yeah. And
it came out of putting a trust together, and he owns multiple businesses, and he said, okay, for this one, let's deal with those shares through the trust. Okay, fine, we do that routinely. Well, he sends us what little information he has and essentially sends a note that says, well, when we started this 20 years ago, there were 6 or 8 of us, but now I'm the only shareholder and we don't have any minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, where do you want me to go with that, right? I mean, that's a lot of work to reconstruct. It's doable,
no kidding.
But it's just a lot of work. And, it's a problem when they don't do it.
I agree. And I wish I would have had that on our show because that's very informative. Let's do the next segment. That's why I don't like to talk between segments. All the good stuff is in between the segments. Let's do it.
And now, back to the Trust Radio Network on AM 560. The Answer. Real conversations with some of the most trusted professionals in Chicagoland. Once again, here's attorney Stephen A. Leahy.
Welcome back to the program. I am attorney Stephen A. Leahy, like the guy just told you. We're here with Joliet Josh, our technical producer. Woo-hoo. Thanks for all you do, Joliet. And our guest today is attorney Kevin Camden. We were just discussing business formation and formalities. And again, as we say, there's reasons why you have corporations, but a lot of people overlook them after they form it. It's like, all I have to do is form it, call myself something, and then I'm done with it. And it doesn't really work that way. And it shouldn't work that way. And that's why sometimes you need some help. And Attorney Camden helps people do that. We had a great conversation there in between segments. But, we were talking about, I want to touch on that, though, Attorney Camden, about what you were just saying about when you're trying to sell a business or something and keeping good and doing minutes for your corporation. Talk a little bit about that.
Right. I alluded to it in the first segment. The client that we did put an estate plan together, and she owns multiple businesses, and the request was made to transfer the LLC shares that one of them owned into the trust, which is doable. We do that all the time at the client request. I said, okay, send me whatever you have for the corporation. And I got an email that essentially says, we were organized 20-some years ago, and when we started, there were 6 or 8 owners, but now I'm the only owner. And I said, well, I need to know that the shares are being sold or purchased, send over your minute book. And the typical response, and by writing to God, the typical guess is what minute book?
Exactly.
And at that point, now we're looking at a significant amount of time, which translates to expense for the client, to reconstruct a lot of things, because our concern in that circumstance, right, and you'll understand it, Steve, is so I put these 1,000 membership shares into his trust, and he passes away, and suddenly 3 of his former LLC members come forward and say, where's our 250 shares each? And then it's going to get into litigation on the flip side. So it's just so much easier to do it contemporaneously. As you're going through it, if you're making a big purchase, if you're going to lease property, if you're going to sell property, frankly, if you're going to sell property, the title company require you to provide a sales resolution anyway, but putting that aside, it makes life a lot easier. And if it does become a true going concern, anybody that you're going to sell to, or frankly, if you want to get capital, a lender's going to request the same sort of thing, because they're not going to expose themselves through you if you can't verify that you've been keeping the appropriate formalities together.
Yep. Absolutely. Now, so thanks so much for sharing that with us, because it's so important. And I help business owners all the time. And again, a lot of times you have to you create these entities, and then you have to follow these formalities in order to get the benefits of why you did that. So thanks so much for sharing that with us. Now, what I want to talk to you about is now you run your own law firm, isn't that right?
Correct.
And so, as a owner of a business, you're an owner of a business, just like the owners of the businesses that you help. What kind of marketing do you do? How do you find new clients?
Well, as we tell people all the time, our favorite referrals are organic. They're from existing clients that tell their friends, neighbors, family members, or whatever the case may be. We, utilize a number of different we do some pretty heavy print marketing on the real estate portion of our practice. We have a weekly column in the Suburban Life that deals with estate planning, probate matters, elder law, that goes out once a week. We do some direct mail. We do advertising with local park districts, Chamber of Commerce, those sorts of things. But we're also on the socials. I have zero interest in doing that, so we have what I affectionately refer to as internet nerds. They handle all of our social media. They do a great job with it. We routinely get compliments, so I'll plug them. It's Lab Services. But honestly, and it continues to amaze me because my personal feeling is Google is somewhat nefarious. And if you're into the search engine sort of stuff, it's expensive to stay towards the top of the list. And, I've said for years, and it bears out to be true every time I talk to somebody about this, about once a quarter, certainly every 6 months, the bean counters at Google decide, well, let's change the algorithm a little bit. And then all of a sudden, you're no longer top three for tax services in the Chicagoland area, and you got to throw a lot more money at it. My internet nerds, God bless them. The last 6 months, most of our new clients, if they weren't direct referrals, ironically are coming from Google because my office is in Downers Grove, and they'll put in real estate attorney Downers Grove or probate attorney Downers Grove, trust Downers Grove, and we come up fairly high, top three all the time. There's a whole conversation for a different segment, but we may or may not be in a recession depending upon what element of the economy you want to look at. But the advice I give as Steve Stone says, all those little leaguers out there, when times get tough, the last thing you're going to do is cut your marketing budget. And that's the first thing that everybody does. It's too expensive to market right now, business is down. You shoot yourself in the foot, perhaps literally, when you do that. We're in a number of networking groups too, which I really like because I'm a fan of referring to people that I know. If I had a tax issue, I know you, I know how you practice. I have no problem at all making a referral. My referral sources, I treat them all the same way. They're trusted professionals that we work with. And I like to think they treat us the same way. So when I give you a referral, Steve, you're going to pick it up and run with it. I'm not going to call you and pester you about it because I know you're going to be on top of it. And I think networking is a significant part of our marketing plan as well.
Well, I agree with that. And I have the list of attorneys that I refer to also. And it's so important because people that are your clients rely on you. Right. And when they're looking for an attorney, who better to call than your attorney that you trust? I wanted to talk a little bit about, because you mentioned organic referrals, but even that takes a little doing, doesn't it? It's not like you just hope somebody refers you. You have to ask them to refer. You
have to prompt them, right? And I don't have to like the game, but we have to play it. Google reviews are a huge thing. Yeah. I saw some infographic a while ago as it relates to residential real estate and the younger buyers. A staggering amount, 40% of people that are like 26 to 35, over 40% want zero personal communication with respect to their lender or their attorney for the purposes of a real estate purchase. They want to do it online. Just like when you go to Amazon and you're looking for whatever that new thing is that you can't live without, what do? Are you going to buy the one that's got 75,000 4-star or 5-star reviews, or are you going to buy the one that's got 3 reviews? Yeah. Right? So when we talk about organic, that's part of it. You also have to be an unabashed self-promoter, right? Yeah. Some of my neighbors that I've known for 20 plus years have only recently discovered that I do residential real estate work. You know, for 20 years I've been talking about how I'm going to closings and I can't do this and that. So you got to remind people once in a while.
I agree with that.
The key with marketing is you want to be top of mind, right? And you do an excellent job with it. A fellow that we both know who I think could write a treatise on it is David Hochberg.
Yeah.
I mean, he is just, you talk about mortgages, Hochberg's name comes up inevitably. Yeah. And that's because of the marketing that he does.
Absolutely. I wanted to mention this. You were talking about Google. That Google reviews, they've been people would rather listen to Google reviews than their own friends, right? So if their friend refers someone, they're still going to Google and looking at reviews, and they'll go with the review from Google rather than what their friend told them. That's how important it is. And it's kind of amazing.
It's very generational, too. The infographic that I'm referring to kind of broke it down from baby boomers to millennials to Gen X, Gen Z, all of this stuff. And as you might imagine, the baby boomers are much more about personal referrals from me to you by voice, talking to you. And then the other end of the spectrum is that, late 20s, early 30s cohort, everything they want it on either the phone or at a minimum on the computer. Absolutely.
So tell people how they can find you, Attorney Camden.
Well, you can find us on the computer if you go to CamdenLawOffice.com, or you can give us a ring at 630-568-6656. Again, that's 630-568-6656.
We're going to take a break. Attorney Camden is going to join us on the Constitution segment. You don't want to miss it here on AM 560, The Answer. Very good. Whenever you're ready there, Joliet.
You're listening to the Trust Radio Network on AM 560. The Answer. Step inside the minds of some of Chicago's most successful business leaders. Here's your host, Attorney Stephen A. Leahy.
From 1788 until the end of time, we the people make a resolution to defend the Constitution.
We're not going to sit here and listen to you badmouth the United States of America.
So let liberty, justice, and freedom ring. It's the Constitution segment.
Our Constitution is a document in which we, the people, tell the government what it is allowed to do.
Well, let's keep it that way, Ronnie. I think too often we're getting away from that, but I'm a big Constitution lover, and I every week I like to talk about the Constitution, or actually have our guest talk about the Constitution. Today, our guest is Attorney Kevin Camden, attorney in Downers Grove. Attorney Camden, I asked you to pick an issue. Tell us what you want to talk about the Constitution today.
So I've been very fortunate in my practice to represent police officers for approximately 25 years now. And often you'll see when a police officer is accused of misconduct or whatever the case may be, often the clamor is instantly fire him. Well, there are some constitutional protections there that afford officers what is referred to as due process. For most employees at the state and county municipal level, you're all considered, for purposes of the idea of due process, to be state employees or employed by the state, which means you're subject to due process under the 14th Amendment. Process is the term that lawyers throw around, and there's really a couple of components to it. There are the procedural elements, which are very simple, like where's the courthouse? What time is my hearing? What courtroom? Can I call witnesses in my hearings? And then the substantive due process, the second component, substantive due process. I hope you did well in civil procedure. I did not do well in federal Sig Pro. The hearsay rule still throws me at times. But it's things like what law applies? If there's a conflict of law, which jurisdiction do we follow? Are we going to follow the federal rules of evidence, right? So that kind of sets the table. And in Supreme Court cases, it has been determined that you have what's referred as a property interest in your employment. Now, in order to take away your property, the government has to do what? They have to provide you with due process. So, in the context of discipline for police officers, I can't just walk up to you, particularly in Illinois, because it is heavily used, but even if it weren't, I can't walk up to you and just say, Steve, you're no longer a Chicago policeman, you're fired. You have to go through it. You're entitled to a hearing before, in that example, it would be the Chicago Board. In many jurisdictions now, you would take your case to an arbitrator who would hear it, and you can substitute an arbitration proceeding for a board or what's referred to as an administrative hearing. If you're a federal employee, you have due process rights under the Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. And it's the same notion that I can't take your job away because it's considered property without giving you some sort of way to have a hearing. There's all kinds of different forms, but the key here is we have to provide for that. And in Union states, like I said, Illinois in particular, the trend has been for a number of years to move more towards grievance arbitration to deal with those cases rather than civilian boards or other things. So when people are at times frustrated, I saw the officer do this, that, or the other thing. First of all, remember that you're only seeing one group. And I'm not objective. Like I said, I've represented for 25 years. My father, God bless him, was a Chicago for 38 years. I understand there's good and bad in everything. There are terrible lawyers and there are outstanding lawyers. There are terrible police officers. There are also a fair number of outstanding police officers. Yes. So they're entitled to the same due process that you and I are, right? If you're accused of something and it happens to be criminal, where do you go? You go to court, right? In the discipline world for police officers, they tend to go to court, perhaps maybe in quotes, where they put a case on before a civilian board or before an arbitrator.
Well, I think this is fascinating, and I have a lot of friends that are police officers. So I have a bias towards police officers myself. So I think this is a great area of the law. I know you practiced in employment law before you went on your own. Is that right?
I did for 20 years, give or take. I was either in-house counsel or general counsel for a number of unions in the public sector, particularly the Fraternal Order of Police and the Teamsters, and a big chunk of my practice has been representing either the union in collective bargaining or the officers in disciplinary cases.
Well, outstanding. Tell people how they can find you, Attorney Camden.
You can find us on the web at CamdenLawOffice.com or give us a ring at 630-568-6656. Again, we're in Downers Grove at 630-568-6656.
Well, thanks so much. Remember, this show is sponsored by Opum Tax Advocates. Opum Tax Advocates, you can find them at ChicagoTaxTeam.com. Give us a call at 312-664-6649. We're happy to answer any questions for you. Attorney Camden is going to join us here again on the other side of this break. I want to thank him so much for that insight to due process here from the Constitution. So thanks so much, Attorney Camden. Join us on the other side, AM 560, The Answer. Thank you. That was good.
Good. Glad you enjoyed it.
That was good. Now I want to talk. Is there something you want to talk about, or can I ask about questions? And then the last segment is like 4 minutes. I want to ask you. What's the one critical thing that you would if someone that has a business owner, what's the one critical thing that you would advise them? But that's going to be the fourth segment. So I don't want. I'm telling you that because I want to talk about frequent questions, and I don't want you to talk about the most critical one because I wanted to do that last. Okay. We could talk about the the real estate market if you like.
We can. I'm happy to talk about it. Let's do that. It's easy.
I was on
it opens the doors to other conversation if you want to.
Well, I was on my friend David Hochberg's show last week, and of course he does the mortgages. It's quite a difference than last year, right? Last year was wild. It's the Wild West. Yeah. And this year it's like it's like the boom town, right? It's gone. Let's do it, Joliet.
Now, back to the Trust Radio Network on AM 560. Hear from Chicago's business leaders. Learn who they are, what they do, and why they do it. Once again, here's attorney Stephen A. Leahy.
Welcome back to the show. I am your host, attorney Stephen A. Leahy. We're here, Joliet Josh. Our guest this week is attorney Kevin Camden from Hoffman Estates. He's an attorney. He's got an office out there. Helped people. We were talking about employment law. Great insight into the Constitution, so I appreciate that. Attorney Camden, I know you help people with real estate too when they're buying and selling real estate. You mentioned earlier, like my neighbors don't know what I'm doing. I always have to kick myself when one of my neighbors or friend says, I just hired a lawyer and he does this. I'm like, that's my fault. I should have told you I do that. So so I agree with you. You got to get that out there. But let's talk a little bit about the real estate market, if you don't mind, only because it's so in the news, and that. So what's your impression of the market now?
It's slower. And I'm not going to dispute that it's slower. To a degree, I actually glad that it slowed a bit. I refer to it, people were making irrational decisions. Up until June, the market was so hot. People weren't thinking logically about purchases, and now people have been able to step back a little bit and think. For all of its faults,
as you were mentioning,
Chicago is still. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt you. I would say, but as you were saying, in June and before, people were signing contracts, no contingency, not just kind of rushing into it because they were afraid they're going to lose this house. Of course, you're giving up a lot of your rights, and then you get caught. A lot of people get caught.
Yeah, actually, I think I read an article. It was either Forbes or Wall Street Journal, maybe a week ago, about people now lamenting doing exactly what you're talking about. Maybe they agreed that they would spend $50,000 over the appraised price because they wanted the house so bad, and now that the market's slowing, they're realizing, oops, maybe that wasn't a great idea because now we're not going to be able to sell it at the price we thought we would. But we're still seeing a lot of buyers, and I preach this gospel because that's how much I believe in it to anybody that listens. Despite what mainstream media is desperate to have us believe, that we're in a recession, it's going to be a repeat of 08, 09, there's still folks buying and selling houses. My colleagues that do real estate work, we're still busy. It's not like it was in 2009 when the world came to a halt. It's not like it was when COVID started and everything came to a halt. Just as an example, I think we had 3 new purchases come in earlier this week. A lot of folks were shut out of the market. They couldn't go into that over-lit price bidding situation, and they couldn't waive things like repairs or other things. So I think there's still a lot of pent-up demand. COVID has been a game changer in this regard as well. More and more employers are realizing that they don't want or don't need or choose to allow people to work from home, and folks are realizing they need more space. So they're moving to larger homes, larger condos, whatever the case may be, because they need the space for work. We also are very fortunate to work with an excellent real estate agents that do relocation work. And as I started to say, Chicago is still an international business center, despite some of the faults and other things. A lot of folks still have to transfer here for work, and that's going to continue, assuming that the corporate headquarters remain. That it's a strong market, and I didn't have a mortgage that was in the high teens, but my first mortgage was substantially higher than where rates are at now. So even when you hear people talk about, oh my God, it's 6 or 6.25, whatever whatever the number may be today, historically, it's still near the bottom of where interest rates have been for home ownership.
Well, I agree with that, and it's been people have been kind of, we've all just assumed it should be at 2 or 3%, when historically that's just unbelievably low. And so I agree with you that we're still it's a lot higher because compared to historically, it's still a good rate.
In the Chicago real estate market, we saw this when things started to free fall in 2009. It took Chicago a lot longer to hit bottom, so to speak. Conversely, it took us a little bit longer to climb out than some other places. So we move a little bit slower than other parts of the country. In Utah, for example, last year, the state of Utah had 4 of the most, I don't know how to word it, not popular, but communities where the home sales were just astronomical, both in price and just how many people were moving. Provo, St. George, the Salt Lake City area, and Ogden. Well, that's really come to a halt. My son's in Utah. So we see Salt Lake City here and there, and their market is really cool. Whereas ours, we're down about 20% year over year in sales, but the prices are not falling. They're not appreciating at unreasonable levels. That is not sustainable. But year over year home sale prices are higher, and we're doing okay. And again, I think there are a lot of external factors that are dictating where people are moving to and why that we haven't seen before. We're also seeing, this is really, over the last few months, starting to creep up, multi-generational. For a long time, we didn't see that. And now we're seeing mom and dad, or mom is moving in with the children and the grandchildren for whatever reason, but we're just seeing more of that.
Well, I appreciate your insight into the real estate market. I know you do a lot of closings, and tell people how they can find you if they're looking for an attorney for real estate.
Sure. You can call us in Downers Grove, not Hoffman Estates, Downers Grove at 630-568 6656, 630-568-6656. And you can also find us on the web at camdenlawoffice.com. Well,
thank you. My mistake. Remember, Open Tax Advocates, they're to help you with your taxes. Give us a call, 312-664-6649. We got one more segment with Attorney Camden. Going to ask him to stay for one more segment. We're going to take a break. Join us on the other side. AM 560, The Answer. Maybe because Hoffman Estates and Downers Grove are like the same place to me. I got friends out there, though.
It's not that far, but,
I understand. Okay. No eating, Joliet. You got to wait till after we're finished. Let's do one more segment.
And now, back to the Trust Radio Network on AM 560. The Answer. Real conversations with some of the most trusted professionals in Chicagoland. Once again, here's attorney Stephen A. Leahy.
Welcome back. We are here with Joliet Josh, our technical producer. Our guest this week is attorney Kevin Camden from Downers Grove. I shouldn't say. I don't know how I get mixed up. Sometimes I do. Even I make mistakes. Unbelievable. Isn't that Joliet, Josh? Unbelievable. Well, but here's what I want to talk to Attorney Camden about. He helps business owners, as I do. And I want to ask, if you had one piece of advice for business owners, someone starting their own business or someone that's been in business and maybe hasn't, maybe just getting that it's going to be their full-time thing. Because a lot of times people start a business on the side and then, so they've been in business for a while, but then it becomes their life. What kind of advice would you have for business owners?
I first, and I have no shame in stealing this from my friend Mark Metzger. Mark it until you think you can't mark it anymore, and then mark it some more. We've joked on and off in the segments about neighbors not knowing what you do. A guy that I think it happens to be an attorney, but I think they do an outstanding job is Howard Ankin.
Yeah.
He has the market. That's the market. And you think personal injury in the Chicagoland area, who are you thinking of? If you're thinking of windows or replacement windows in the Chicagoland area, Feldco, I mean, they're all over, right? It's market, some more.
Peter Francis Geraci.
Yeah, yep.
Another direct marketing genius. I mean, so you say whatever you want, but the guy's a genius. I remember when we used to have telephone books. That guy was on the back of and that ain't cheap, but he was on the back of every telephone book. Unbelievable. So I give him a lot of credit. And I think you and I we talked a little bit about this because I'm a big direct marketing guy. I think direct marketing is so important for every business. And I think we talked about this before, but that's not the answer that I thought you were going to give, but absolutely I agree with you. Marketing is really everything that everybody needs to do. I agree.
And the second point I will give you, and this comes from my wife reminding me and my children reminding me, you can't let your business be your life. You've got to carve time out. And I was this guy for a long time. I still get twitchy when we go on vacation, but we were fortunate to do a long trip over Christmas this year, and I was out of the office for 14 days, which is the longest I've ever been away from work. And I absolutely love it. I have a fantastic staff. They kept everything up and running. And it was good to get away. You have got to be able to disengage, because otherwise you're going to burn yourself out, or you're going to burn up your marriage, or whatever the case may be. But you have got to step away occasionally.
Very good advice. I remember I used to work Saturdays, and I had a marketing guy tell me, "Hey, well, look at my hours." He said, "Give me your hours." He said, Steve, try not to work on a Saturday." I'm like, I got to work on Saturdays. I have consumers. He's well, just try it once. That was some years ago. I haven't worked a Saturday since. And it really made a huge difference in my life. Really did.
Yeah. I try not to work on the weekend because we do work a lot during the week. However, and this frustrates some folks that are in my practice management group, I do make myself available on the weekends to my trusted real estate partners, because the reality is, you said consumers.
I agree with that.
Agents work on Saturday and Sunday. And if they've got a question, a lot of lawyers, and this is absolutely befuddling to me. I'm gonna
have to interrupt you, because I'm gonna tell you, I want your number one more time before we're gonna close, and we got about 10 seconds. So give us your telephone number.
630-568-6656. 630-568-6656 in Downers Grove, Illinois.
Thank you, sir. Next week on AM 560, The Answer.
Thank you for tuning in to the Trust Radio Network on AM 560, The Answer. Be sure to join Attorney Stephen A. Leahy again next Saturday night at 7 as he engages in conversations with some of the most trusted professionals in all of Chicagoland. Enjoy interviews with local professionals dedicated to providing the very best products and services. Learn who they are, what they do, and most importantly, why they do it. Take a step inside the minds of some of Chicagoland's most successful business leaders and learn all there is to know on the Trust Radio Network with your host, Attorney Stephen A. Leahy. See you right back here next Saturday night at 7 on AM 560, The Answer.
Attorney Camden, thanks so much for help. I think you and I were talking about marketing last time you were on the show.
Probably.
Were we talking about Dan Kennedy? Were you and I talking about Dan Kennedy?
What does Dan do?
Dan's a marketing guy. I just went to.
No, I don't know.
I went to a marketing conference over in September called the ClickFunnels. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's outstanding, the work that they do, and again, it just gets you in this marketing mindset, and it is a mindset, and everything you do has to be around it. So I credit you for your work, and today was awesome. So thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, I appreciate it. Well, you said I caught you off guard a little bit when I said, "What's the most important business thing?" What did you expect me to say?
I don't know. I thought more. No, I'm gonna tell you. to me, you were right. You're right on. I was thinking more of I wasn't looking for, but I expected more of a legal angle, and that's not really illegal. But again, I think if someone asked me that question, I would say exactly what you just said. And I think a lot of people don't think attorneys think that way. But of course, we
don't.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why there's so many different practice management groups or seminars out there for lawyers and advertising, because law school certainly didn't teach us anything about running a business,
Absolutely.
let alone advertising or marketing. And I think some of the most successful lawyers that I know are competent. They're not the greatest lawyers that I run into, but they market the shit out of what they do. And they have a huge practice. Some of the best lawyers I've ever worked with, they practice what I refer to as threshold law. You take whatever client walks across the threshold. Yeah. You might be the most brilliant attorney in the world, but if nobody knows it, how good is that?
Absolutely true. And it's like that in with every aspect, no matter what kind of business you're in. And you can't, it's the hope, my hope marketing, which is I hope someone comes and hires me. Right.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. I'm going to steal that. I like that too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining us. I had a great time. We'll have to have you on again, and we'll have to talk a little bit more about. I promise
marketing. Next time we'll be in person.
No, it's fine.
It's in conflict today. It's so much easier and more enjoyable in person, but I really appreciate it.
No, I thought it's fine, and I do like in person, just because then again it's all, if we talk about marketing and getting to know you, I can get to know you over the internet, but it's much better in person. So
yeah, I agree. And it's easier, frankly, for you. So I really appreciate you guys accommodating me that way. Hope you guys both have a great weekend and enjoy yourselves.
Thanks so much, Attorney Camden. We'll see you again sometime.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye now. Now, wasn't that fun? I had fun. I forgot what a good guest he was, because he is a good guest. I'm laughing because he said, what did you think I was going to say? I didn't know. And that's so I was happily, because marketing to me is a big thing. I kind of get wrapped, and since I got back from the conference in September, I've been wrapped up in this. I'm watching it every day. I'm trying to. I'm my goal. Now I got the Freedom Summit coming. I'm doing a breakout session at the Freedom Summit. I know last time I did the Freedom Summit, I had 200 people in a room. Of the 200 people, how many would be business owners? Probably maybe a quarter of the room. I hope, because I'm going to try to sell them something. We'll see how that goes. But that's a big thing about selling from the stage. And being able to do that, and then selling on webinars, and I've started now, as I think I told you, Joliet, and I've told people that we are a subscription-based company now, and so my goal is to get 300 subscribers in 90 days. Is that possible? It's possible. It's a big feat, though. It'd be a big coup if I could get that done. But let's try to get that done. So if you're listening, hire me. Help me reach my goal. No, I'm just kidding you. So thanks so much for joining us. Do the out.
Thank you for being a friend. Watching our podcast till the